Now let's talk a little bit about how you got your own interest in it, because we're going to, a little later on in the program, give our viewing audience some sample of your ability to do some rapping without music, but to be able to do it. But how did you get involved in hip-hop music? What turned you on about it, and how long have you been doing it?
The thing that turned me on about it, like I'll hear older boys in the neighborhood, they rapping. Then I hear my brother rapping, so that just makes me like, well, it don't seem too hard. Maybe I can do it.
Now, and what I should say for our viewing audience, most of the raps you do, you create yourself, right?
Yes.
And this is something where you spend some time developing whatever the theme is you want to do. How long does it normally take you when you want to prepare or do a rap song? How long does it take you? And what's involved in the process?
It all depends the topic. Like if it's a topic where it's like I feel comfortable and it's easy for me to write, where I'm talking about myself, like thinking what's going on with KOJO, what's going on with me. If I'm writing something like that, it doesn't take long. Like it'll take about an hour or so for a 3-verse song, which actually takes about 5 minutes to do if you're singing it all out. But if it's a topic where I'm talking about going out and trying to make it commercial-wise, where it's something people can dance to, it'll take maybe a day or so, because it's like something that I don't like write songs a lot about, writing dance music and all that. That's just not me.
Now, one of the things that you've been doing in terms of working in the studio is you come up with the lyrics in terms of what it is that you want to say. How do you discover what music you want to have behind it? How does that work?
It's like you say, you write a song about someone being hurt, or you write a song about someone dying. You can like go to the studio and like whoever's there working it, they'll play music back for you, and like you like feel it, like that's exactly like the right momentum and everything. Like the beat is moving smoothly just how you want it to go. So
now this music has more and more, it's music that just doesn't just appeal to African American youth, but a lot of whites are into it, that's the Asians. Why does it have this universal appeal? It looks like to me a lot of young people, regardless of their race, like it.
I think white people, not saying just white kids, but they're really getting into it now. There's a new artist out named Eminem, Slim Shady, and he's a white rapper, and he comes out singing lyrics about wild and crazy things, where he does this to his mother, and it's like a white rapper, and he's using his mind and how he grew up to put into his music, and he goes a little overboard, it seems sometimes, and no one can take anything away from him because his lyrics are.
Now, a lot of the lyrics that rappers have mostly reflect their experiences, something that's going on with them or the environment. You live in the Robinwood neighborhood, and for people who are watching the program and didn't know about that neighborhood, describe for us that neighborhood.
Well, it's a neighborhood filled with, people who, like, they just want to be themselves, and if they grew up in that environment where we see drug dealing and we see girls acting certain ways, saying things, and older people still acting like young kids, and they think that's how it's supposed to be, so that's how we see it.
Now, give our viewing audience an example of, I said beforehand, we're going to do a couple songs that you created. Give us a couple examples of that, but before doing so, give us the background. When you name the song you're going to do, tell us what went into it, what you were thinking, and then give us some of the verses.
people who have to steal. And God bless my people who are keeping it real. God bless my people who have to walk on these blocks. And God bless these people who haven't been shot. God bless two of my friends, Wayne and Cochise. Cochise was killed by a cop in these Naptown streets. God bless all this stuff, if you could. But before all that, God bless every Afro-American neighborhood. The other day I had a conversation with my friend. He said he could survive in the struggle. I said how? When the only math we learn is $40 for juggles. At that rate, we won't get nowhere. In big businesses in the world about drugs, they don't care. I don't want to end up another kid that's dead. But what kind of leaders do we have in this world when the President Bill Clinton cheats on his wife just to get? Well, let me stop. Because everything I say comes from within me. And everything you say should come from within you. Allude to continua, everybody. That means the struggle continues.
KOJO, you have been doing these raps too. I should mention you went to Baltimore to the AXO for the NAACP
Yes.
AXO and did one of the performances. And I know that you were thinking about being asked to do one at the NAACP Freedom Fund banquet. Let me ask you this question regarding one of the lyrics, Cochise, for our viewing audience. They should know Cochise was a young man who was shot and killed in the Robinwood community. So
Yes.
that's who you was making reference to.
Yes.
Give us another sample of a song that you've written and some background to it.
It's another one. When you just mentioned Cochise, it's another one called Gone But Not Forgotten, where I was speaking about like everything that went down with Cochise and also the guy Wayne, who also died in Robinwood.
Now, he didn't die on the same night. This is a guy named Wayne who had died
A year or two earlier.
Okay.
It's a shame. Yo, they took my man Wayne. All this drama going on, kinda hard to maintain. I'm feeling pain, ghetto rain since the day that you left. As I watch you bleed to death, taking your last breaths. Made it to the hospital, blood stains on the block. Guess you were just too young to take them many shots. I still remember when you was here, never showed no fear. You did your own thing like Jackie Chan. You was the man from the 3-point land. Had them tight white Nikes with the matching headband. So many things went wrong. I dedicate this song to you, Wayne and KOJO. Word is born. Remember when we used to fuss all day long about who brothers better with the basketball? You said Shaheed too big and Reese just too small. I still remember the shots up top when you dropped May 6, yo. And the block was locked, surrounded with cops. You're gone but not forgotten. Will this stuff ever stop? I guess not, cause for the next verse I gotta talk about Ko and the cops. Ko and the cops. What up, Ko? You know that we missing you, yo. And the pain that we feel just going away slow. Who would've thought somebody so cool could die so young? Aching me numb, burning like 3 shots of rum. You left behind your moms, your sister, your boys, your pops because of a trigger happy guy disguised as a cop. Remember on the block playing football in the parking lot? Me, you, little man, Billy and Trey, then no shade would come outside with no socks. Man, we would stop playing ball and just laugh a lot. Used to tell me and LeBron play one-on-one. Told me stay away from drugs, never pick up a gun. If I had any problems, just come to you, no matter how big they were. Ko, you always came through. The guy that took your life, I mean that coward didn't know you like that. Thought you was just another kid coming in the projects. To me, you still that cool cat, still that ladies' Mac, still that Robinwood white boy. Can't nobody change that.